Welcome to Mr. Gossip. I am Sarah, your ultimate destination for young and the restless drama. Phyllis helped save Nick's life on YNR, and Victor will use that as leverage. Head writer Josh Griffith admitted that Victor is slightly envious that Phyllis helped save Nick's life, and he will use that to his advantage. Head writer Josh Griffith discussed Victor's need to regain control over Newman Enterprises. He will do whatever it takes to restore his family's legacy, even if that means using Phyllis as a pawn, especially now that she had a hand in saving Nick's life. Phyllis, Michelle Stafford, refuses to forfeit Victor's Eric Braden. She finally has a woman-owned empire, even if it was from someone else's legacy. In an exclusive interview with Soap Opera Digest, YNR's head writer Griffith shared that Victor is feeling the pressure. The time is ticking, and all Victor can think about is getting his company back. I don't want to say he's desperate, because Victor Newman is never desperate, but he's lost his empire, and he will do anything to get it back, Griffith hinted. However, his family has questioned his motives, and he doesn't like it. Victor would rather that his family never blinked at his schemes. Victor is miffed that Phyllis had a hand in saving Nick's Joshua Morrow life. On Tuesday, June 2nd, Nick and Phyllis will get to reconnect. Nick and Phyllis will have an emotional moment, even though she stole his company. As for Victor, he will use this situation to his advantage. On a personal level, he's very appreciative and moved that she, without thinking, saved his son's life, Griffith explained. Now, can he try to use that as leverage? Yes. Victor doesn't want to explore his emotions and express gratitude to Phyllis. He doesn't have time for that. He immediately goes back to scheming. Even though Victor has some respect for Phyllis, he still wants to be in charge. Griffith hinted that the mustache will run over Phyllis to get his company back. Of course, Victor is kind of bitter that she did something that he couldn't do in that moment. At that very moment, Victor was too focused on controlling Matt, Roger Howarth, than saving his son's life. But since Phyllis helped save the day, he feels that Phyllis owes him his company back. Did YNR just reveal the man Stephanie is really paying attention to? Forget Malcolm. Stephanie might have set her sights on another member of the Winters family. Stephanie's return has been full of surprises on the young and the restless. It appears that the esteemed doctor is set to reunite with Malcolm after her bombshell love child revelation. But there's another man who might be after Stephanie's heart. Vivica, a fox, is back and shaking up Genoa City. During Stephanie's return, she's reconnected with her former lover Malcolm, Shamar Moore, and dropped a huge bombshell. Holden, Nathan Owens, is the couple's son, and Stephanie kept him a secret from Malcolm. Came at a crucial time for the Winters family. Malcolm's return was far from a happy one when he revealed he was diagnosed with aplastic anemia. But thanks to Kane, Billy Flynn, donating his bone marrow, Malcolm will be fine. Stephanie has been by Malcolm's side during his surgery and recovery. It seems the stage is set for the exes to reunite. However, Stephanie could find herself being tempted by another man. Stephanie has formed a bond with Nate, Sean Dominic, the son of her friend Olivia, Tanya Lee Williams. The two will be spending more time together thanks to Nate's kind gesture. Nate recommended Stephanie for the chief of staff position at Genoa City Memorial Hospital. This is a huge opportunity for Stephanie and would mean a permanent stay in town. If Stephanie takes the job, not only will it do wonders for her career, but also for her love life. Winters' family shocked by new romance. Fans have noticed the chemistry between Stephanie and Nate, and speculation is that they might become a couple. A Stephanie and Nate affair would be shocking and create plenty of drama within the Winters family. Malcolm would be upset with Stephanie and Nate betraying him. Lily Crystal Khalil and Devin Brighton James would have much to say about the couple's torrid affair. With Nate hurting Malcolm, he could become shunned by his own family. Not only would Malcolm and the Winters be angry, but also Victoria, Amelia Heinley, Nate and Victoria have renewed their romance and weathered many storms so far. But Stephanie could be an obstacle too big for them to ignore. The young and the restless Roger Howarth is sticking around as Matt Clark. Here's why. It suddenly made Matt a blank slate in some ways, since he couldn't remember who he was or all the awful things he'd done. Of course, that changed in the June 2nd episode, when Matt finally recalled what a monster he'd been. Another twist came when Matt was actually quite horrified by his past, instead of reverting back to the sinister man that the Newmans expected. Y&R head writer Josh Griffith opened up to SOD about the curveballs that Matt's been facing and why they're really happening. It all boils down to Griffith's desire to keep Roger Howarth around, which couldn't happen if Matt remained totally wicked. Plenty of viewers, Griffith was impressed by Howarth's talent and felt he had to dial down Matt's sinister nature to keep the actor on canvas. I thought, this guy is just so good, and Matt is so bad. And if he continues to be that evil, he's got a short shelf life, Griffith said. From there, Griffith started thinking about how he could transform Matt, even if Matt can never fully shake his despicable past in some of his enemies' eyes. How can we reinvent him in a way that he can still be potentially threatening and a potential danger to the people around him, but redeem him from the horrible, horrible things that he's done in the past? Griffith admitted to asking himself about Matt. Matt wants to somehow make things right, which is a key part of the redemption process that Griffith has in mind. Griffith insisted that Matt's atonement is crucial if he's going to truly redeem himself. If Matt can genuinely make amends through his actions, then Griffith indeed sees a path to redemption for Matt, if he can remember. But if he doesn't fall back into that person, if he can remember but atone, then he absolutely has a future on the canvas, Griffith assured fans.